kind of like I've been kind of hinting it since like 2020, 2019, 2021. It's like, dude, like I'm seeing these people, they're building like influencers, they're building companies, and I think the only reason why is because they're influencers. Yep. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Driven. In today's episode, we have business updates. I know, I guess since the end of the quarter till now, what was it, like 2 months now? Because we're in May.
Yeah.
April, May. So we're about to go for 2 months. Oh, a month has passed. And there has been new updates. So pretty much just, out there, we got a new hire for production. I know you're doing some things on your end. And then pretty much we're starting to grow the media team, which this Monday, 2 new people are going to go part-time. And, like other people from the company, they switched over to the media team. So people that used to work on the product side.
Oh, yeah.
Are going to switch over to the media team. We're going to get 2 new people part-time.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, yeah. I was confused. Yeah.
So now there's going to be 4 people plus me. 5.
Yes, 5, yeah.
Working on media. So there has been quite a big changes in the past month and a half.
Yeah.
So I guess update us on that, because I know there was a new hire.
Yeah.
So I guess just because I know you're more focused on the business, like the day-to-day stuff that needs to get done.
Yeah. So when it comes to the new hire, it was more because someone left and in good terms. Yeah. And when I say left, is like it was on good terms. And then I know one of our other people is out for a month.
Yeah.
So at least for the people that are fulfilling the orders for the entire company, there's only 3 right now, which is kind of crazy to think that 3 people are able to fulfill almost, at least right now, a run rate of $3 million a year, over 3 million. Yeah. And so 3 people, which before I know it was a lot more, 5, 6 people trying to fulfill for maybe half of that. And so, and so it was more because, we needed it.
Yep.
And so, I mean, it's on that end, that's the reason why we hired. And then when it comes to the measurements, well, not that we lost one, but, one transferred to the media side.
Yep.
And at least as far as that goes, that's pretty much been the changes. Because I know right now, like, the thing that is changing a lot or that's happening is on the media side. And so kind of like, I guess that's something that you could talk about, like, what's, the media side and the kind of like what's going on and what's the purpose.
Yeah. So with the media side, because we kind of like, I've been kind of hinting it since like 2020, 2019, 2021. It's like, dude, like I'm seeing these people, they're building like influencers, they're building companies. And I think the only reason why is because they're influencers.
Yep.
I gave you the example with Max Tuning.
Christian Guzman at the beginning.
At the beginning. Yeah. Because we were into fitness in high school. So we were like into those fitness people, like Matt August, Chris Jones, the Physiques of Greatness.
The Hodge Twins.
Mark Lobliner. Elliot Hulse.
Yeah.
So we were into those people, and I'm like, dude, these people got...
I was going to say Louis Marco.
Dice to the socks.
Yeah.
So we were into those people. Well, not like, into those people. But we were like, in high school, dude, as soon as we came home.
Just really quick, what that reminded me there? We're not into those people. Kind of like when there was this guy recording, like, okay, this is my first talking. Well, my first time talking camera.
Yeah.
Because I used to talk from before. You've seen that one?
In Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminded me of that, but I digress.
Well, no, it's because we're used to, like, in Spanish, especially in Spanish, like, oh, ¿tienes hambre? And like, oh, no, tengo hambre, like, oh.
Yeah, like we're just joking around. When you say something like something like when you say something that could be perceived as bad or could be made of a joke.
Double
like
sense.
Yeah, double sense. People are gonna go at it. So you have to kind of correct yourself.
Yep. And I guess it's just a habit. Like.
Yeah.
And I guess some people are gonna know. Like. Oh,
yeah. These guys are into these people. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But so we used to be like as soon as we came home, we used to watch those people, and like I know eventually some of them, they created their companies. I know Elliot Hulse with Strength Camp.
Yeah.
I know Chris Jones with his supplements brand Pump Chasers.
And his clothing brand too.
Yeah. And I know Mark Lobliner, he was already in business, and he just used YouTube to kind of like just grow his business.
Which you did?
Yeah. He noticed it early on. He noticed it. That's the thing. He's like, if if we were to pay to be on YouTube,
Yup.
I would pay
He
for
would
it.
pay. Yep.
And that was back in the day when influencers weren't a thing.
Yep, I remember him saying that. And then the thing is that it did and has worked because I don't know if you still buy protein powder, but where did you buy it?
MTS. So he has a his own brand, which is
yeah.
MTS, but I know he has a company too, which is Tiger Fitness, which is kind of like an Amazon for supplements. So that's where I buy it 100%. I don't buy any other brand. I only buy it because of him. Like he shows where he makes it. He like that's someone I trust. I have confidence into where like, okay, he's not gonna do the cheapest. Cause I don't know if you ever tried Body Fortress, that Walmart protein.
Yeah, we used to when because we don't know anything else.
Yeah,
we used to do it.
So like as soon as I would take a scoop, like I would have to use the ration right away. You know, like.
And then I know they used to. Well, this is just hearsay. Well, there's a reason why it was cheaper than others.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yeah. So like quality of the ingredients.
And this is just allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, I guess even then, because I know like just in food in general, you could water down like the aguas frescas. I know some companies, they do it like very concentrated to where like it's really, really good. Mm-hmm. And then I know some other companies, like they just water it down to like, even the sodas in the fountain drinks, we noticed that.
Yeah.
It's like, you could tell some stores like it's really good, the soda, but then the other times it's very watery.
Yeah.
So it's getting off tangent.
Yeah, but you're saying because why you would just buy from them?
Yeah. So pretty much I would buy because of who he was, Mark Globeliner. I've seen him on YouTube. Like I seen like his family. He shows his family. He shows pretty much, he's a business person, his values and everything. And so where I'm getting at is pretty much his brand, who he is, who his companies are, what they stand for. And the same thing with Christian Guzman with his CG Fitness. I know he started with that and then he moved on to Alpha Elite.
Yep. Pretty
much grew. And then the company that pretty much, I guess, started it off for like a bunch of influencers and companies getting influencers, Gymshark.
Yep.
I followed Gymshark. I bought like some of their stuff back in the early days.
Yeah.
Before, like they grew to what they are right now.
Yeah.
Because of Matt August too.
Matt August, yep.
Because I know they, they got him as an influencer, which that wasn't a thing back then. But pretty much like I bought some of their stuff because of Matt August. And I started following Gymshark too.
Yeah.
But where I'm getting at is I was hinting at, I'm like, dude, like these influencers, like they're growing or they're starting companies and they're doing really well. And I don't think, if they weren't who they are right now, this wouldn't happen. Like their company wouldn't be where they're at right now. And so pretty much hinting at, we got to do our own thing. We got to do social media. We got to start our personal brand more than anything.
Yeah.
And so pretty much that's the main reason. The purpose of the media is to build brands. So right now we're going to focus on two brands, which is the Villegas brothers, personal brands for me and you.
And when you say personal, it could be professional.
Professional.
Yeah. It's also personal brand.
Brand.
But I guess also one of the things that, one of the reasons why we call it professional with everyone here is because I think so that they don't think it's like we're trying to separate ourselves or trying to like say do something else.
Yep.
And then just kind of leave them in the dark because that is not the intention. It's to add.
Yep.
But so the personal brand, and I know you were gonna say the
and then also our company won the Bogartic Design brand. So that's the purpose of it. And I know we have plans to build another brand, which is gonna be down the line for the rolls. So that's the purpose of the media team, to build brands, because I know once the brands are built, people are going to have confidence. Why would you buy, a t-shirt that's blank like this one over one that has a little swoosh sign? Like if I say swoosh, everyone is going to know exactly who that brand is.
Yep.
If I say the one with the triangles, the sports brands with the, the 3 triangles.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's going to know, who they are.
Yep. The one with the cougar or the Puma.
The cougar, Puma.
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna know, and pretty much that's the purpose of it, to build recognition for the company, because eventually, especially with AI, a lot of companies are gonna get started. So what's gonna separate us? Having a brand, someone that a company that people can trust, and so pretty much use those to like. Well, these guys, they're the ones who started the company. Like, I see their brand. I like their stuff. I see their values. They're family oriented. They're this and that.
And the amount of value that they're providing.
And the amount of value. Like, I know we're focused in the automotive film industry, which is window tints, paint protection film, vinyl wrap. And, like, I see what they stand for. And I see what their company is doing, too. It's like, man, I'm going to trust this company. Kind of like with Mark Lobliner.
Yeah.
So that's the purpose of the media.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, 100%. I was gonna give an example. When it comes to like yeah, so pretty much like we just know that the importance of like
Yep.
people trusting you and your brand
Yep.
in order to make their purchasing decision.
Yeah, and then the thing is that I heard this from from a lot of people that everyone has a personal brand, meaning that you like right now you're already known for something. Like if you're a hard worker, that's your personal brand. Like you know that people is if they want to work with you, like oh I want this guy on my team because I know he's a hard worker.
Yeah.
In sports, like I know like you're hustling. You're not the best, but like you're hustling. You know you're trying to get the ball. You're going out. I want this guy in the team because I know like if he's on my team, he's gonna work. He's gonna like do his best to win, and that's what we want. So like everyone has a personal brand, pretty much, and yeah, I don't know where I was going with this, but everyone has a personal brand. But we're trying to build it. We're trying to kind of just accelerate the process. Yeah.
No, definitely. And so kind of like with that, we know the purpose of the media, and so kind of like what's going on, because I know we already had someone that was, you could say, in the media side.
Yeah.
But I know they were just editing some of the videos. But then I know like there's since then, and then someone else that was also just doing like some reels. For the big for the Bogart Tech Designs brand. But so I guess if you could kind of go in what's going on, kind of like the structuring and kind of like the reasons as to why, because we already know the purpose, which is to build a brand.
Yep.
That recognition both for the business and the professional personal brand of the Villegas brothers. So kind of like what's going on, because on the business side it's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But like what's going on with the media?
Yeah.
What's happening?
So originally, I know we were our installer, the person who did measurements. I know one of the things that was decided is that I think it'll be good for us or like the company to create installation videos, how-to videos. So like for example, if you buy a furniture or like if you buy furniture, it's like you have instructions like manual, but it's easier to follow along with the video.
Yeah.
And so that was the purpose how it started. It's to supplement to the products, to just make it as easy. So also we don't have a lot of returns.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. Our installer, eventually it got to the point where probably like 80% of his time was installing and recording himself, and 20% editing. So we were stacking up videos and videos and videos and videos. Eventually we needed to get someone to help with the editing for the product videos. And eventually we got someone, and it was just them doing that for a whole year, like a year and a half. And just by install videos, they were able to grow that channel to 2K just on install videos. Yeah. It's kind of like if you subscribe to a YouTube channel that showed you how to install furniture.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
And they were able to do that in a year. I think a little over 2,000.
And it wasn't like the videos weren't anything special. It was just installation, but it was just through sheer numbers and volume of doing it.
Yep, like over 400 videos of installation videos, over 400 in a year. That's because we were busting out 3 to 4 videos a day, 3 to 4 videos a day, every day, Monday to Friday. And so, I guess, that's...
And just installation videos.
Installation videos. Okay. But one of the things I know we realized is like, okay, this year... I know we said we were going to go into media last year, but we had to, we had to focus on the immediate sales. Yeah. So now it's more focusing on the long-term sales. So we're like, okay.
And then I guess just to kind of elaborate more, like you're on the media side, like, so pretty much, because I know we were both working on the media. Yep. I mean, on the media, on the business. Yep. But now it's a little bit more like media and then on the business end.
Yeah. So it's separate, but we're still working for the company. And I know we still discuss, we still know like what's going on each aspect. I know sometimes you ask me for opinions and I ask you for your opinions. Hey, like I have this, what do you think about this? Or I'm thinking about doing this. Like pretty much try to tear it down to see where I need to fix it. Yeah. Which I always tell you. Yeah. So you're more on the business immediate sales, and then I'm more on the media long term. And so pretty much so originally like I was making videos for the personal brand for the Villegas brothers, and then also like started the podcast. And it was just like myself, one man team, right? And so like eventually like there's only so much like that can be done. So eventually the installer, he was focused on the Bogart Tech Designs, right? And so we're like, okay, we're gonna go all in on the media. Both of them transferred.
Both of them as
So the installer who also did the social media for Bogartic Designs
right.
moved on to like the media for sure 100%.
Mm.
And I know the editor, this guy, one of the things is that he's really good.
What do you mean by good?
As in, like, he has 11 years of experience in filmmaking.
He has a lot of skill.
He has a lot of skill.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's led teams before.
So he has like the good qualities of.
Yeah,
like,
so he has the good qualities. I know, like, he was brought in for just the editor, but like during that time when I was interviewing him, I saw the potential. I saw the skill. I'm like, okay, let's come on board. You know, this is the stuff that we could do. Once we get these videos out, let's see where else we could do. So kind of like sold him the vision early on. And pretty much now we're here.
And so even though he was probably on the higher end of what we wanted to hire for an editor, as opposed to other people, he still made the most sense.
Yeah, 100%. And which is like right now he's pulling his weight.
Yeah.
Because pretty much I'm just, you know, and that's one of the things you notice with one of the persons you're leading, you're building up. It's like you tell him, okay, this is what we need to do, and he gets it done.
Yeah.
You don't have to hold his hand.
And then, so pretty much like they're taking to, like I'm still in the trenches with him.
Yeah.
I'm still in the trenches with him, but pretty much has that ability to do like, like the images out and when I say, so he's able to get a lot of this thing, but it's still being in the trenches with him.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what we're doing, myself and that editor. Now he went into the role of the social media creative director to where now he's pretty much going to not separate, but now we're going to have, the installer who also did social media, and I know we're gonna get two new hires.
Two new hires. Okay, what are the two new hires?
For the media team? So one of them is gonna be a videographer for the personal brand, and then the other one is gonna be a content creator helping for Bogartic Designs. So it's gonna kind of be split up. Like the goal of, you know, those two personal brands or those two brands is to pretty much feed the business. One of them is going to be long-term, which is the Villegas brothers, more of an investment. We don't need immediate sales. And then Bogartic Designs is going to be more for immediate sales. And so how it's going to be looking like for the Villegas brothers, it's going to be myself working on it. Or we're pretty much going to be the talents.
Yeah.
Pretty much be on camera.
Right.
We're going to have the videographer following us around and recording what we need to record. So that's that. And then on the Bogartic Designs, we have the installer who has been with us for a while.
Yeah.
Focusing on Bogartic Design. And then we have the content creator helping Bogartic Design. And I know for the social media creative director, pretty much the editor we had, he's just overseeing the growth of it. Like, okay, this is what we need to do. These are the videos. I have everything scripted. Let's execute. And pretty much I'm working with him to kind of like building them up to, because he already knows how to lead a team. He worked in filmmaking. Pretty much he's a producer. Like, okay, camera person, you need to do this. Video editor, you need to do this. So he has that experience. Okay. The experience that I'm helping him with and we're working together is the overall, like, the objectives we need to hit. At the same time, leadership. Because I know, like, being in a leadership position, it's not just telling people what to do. It's like a lot of other stuff that needs to be done.
And do you think when it comes to, like, for example, his experience and his understanding of like what he's done for a long time, do you think that'll translate also to like social media?
Or when it comes to the
or is it slightly different?
It's different because I know filmmaking, it's a different beast than social media, and vice versa. Social media is a different beast than, you know, making a movie.
Okay.
But when it comes to like keeping everyone, having work for them, it's pretty much the same thing. You know, these are the things, these are the videos that need to go out. You know, person A, you're going to be doing this. Person B, you're going to be doing this. So it's the same.
Yeah.
But now it's more of the creativeness of the social media, because I know it's a different beast.
Right.
Yeah. And so pretty much it's me and him working together kind of like to reach the goals we want to hit. And one of the things I know that we don't have all the experience in the world.
Nope.
So right now, one of the things is that I'm, getting mentorship or consultation from one of the people from Upwork. Remember I told you?
Yeah, sure.
Pretty much, this is the stuff that I need to do. This is what's going on in the media team. Right now, one of the things I'm, struggling is, okay, we need clear metrics. We have a goal, but we need metrics to hold everyone accountable. I don't have experience setting them up. I need help, which is why, like, I'm getting, the consultation.
Right.
On how to do it.
Yeah. And so you're going to have that this week, huh?
Yeah, this week.
Yeah. But, there's been a lot of movement. I know, like, there's 2 new hires, two new hires
Yep.
for the media side. One transfer from like let's just call it the business side to the media side, and then one that was just editing, also to the media side, and then you. So yeah,
so there's 5 people now.
There's a lot of changes, and so with those changes, what can people expect?
So right now we're setting everything up. We're building the foundation, because I know one of the things, talking from our previous person, remember, who worked with us for social media.
Yeah.
One of the things I know he said is that he knows a lot of creators, he knows a lot of videographers, and the thing is that they don't like collaborating with each other. There's a lot of friction. So they're kind of like, even though they're working for the same company, they're competing against each other. They don't want to share the film they shot.
That's interesting.
With that vinyl company.
Right. They don't want to share?
Yeah. He was telling me that the videographers, when we went to that event for the Cali Creamy,
okay,
that there's competition between them to sobresalir, to outshine each other. And so one of the things we're doing right now is we're setting up the foundation to where like there's collaboration.
Within people, or within like with them and other people around?
No, like everyone here. Yeah, everyone here.
Okay.
So building up that foundation to where like maybe they're gonna start this week. So the first week is gonna be orientation on the systems we started to implement, and then so next week or on their second week, it's just creating content nonstop and creating the right content, and which is why the consultations are gonna be important. So pretty much what can people expect is, I know for the Villegas brothers, we're gonna start posting reels, short form content every day. So the goal is
once a day? Once a day?
Once a day. Monday, 7 days a week.
Okay.
Yeah, and so build up to have a reserve of 60 videos for short form. That way we can move on to the long form content.
Okay.
So like the YouTube videos. And I know for the Bogartic Designs, it's gonna be the same thing. Like at the same time, the people that are 100% focused on Bogartic Designs, start with the short form, because that's the simplest. And I know that right now a lot of companies are still pushing that. So focus on the short form, build up to a 60 reserve, and then move on to the long form content.
And why that 60 reserve?
2 months.
2 months.
So if we post every day, I know most months tend to like an average 30 days for a month. So it gives us 2 months of buffer. That way, like for that buffer time, we focus on the long format. And if we go back to the 30 reserve, we could just build up to it. Because one of the things that I know it's not good is to start making content and then stop.
Right.
And then start it again and then stop, because then you lose momentum. You're gaining momentum, but then you lose it. So pretty much we're gonna build kind of like ladders, like so like we're gonna build up, and if we can't reach it, then we're gonna figure out like what's preventing us from like making more content.
Yeah, because I would think with like I know not everyone's gonna be working out with 5 people. That should be easy.
Yeah, 100% with 5 people. And so pretty much that's the goal. Because pretty much first is hitting those reserves and then moving on to the long format, and then eventually just with volume comes quality, because everyone's gonna get better, their skills are gonna get better. So pretty much that's what we could expect.
And so people can expect, for example, at the beginning, maybe like more consistent everyday short form content.
100%.
And then at some point, probably people can start seeing. And when you say long format,
so like,
what does that mean?
More than a minute, because I know at least on YouTube Shorts, you can't pass 60 seconds, because then it becomes a regular YouTube video.
Yeah.
And so pretty much long format is probably like in the 5 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
So like vlogs, and I know like for us, pretty much our day-to-day kind of like follow the behind the scenes, pretty much a look into the warehouse. So I know the podcast right now is kind of like, discussion. Sometimes we have guests, and then the Villegas brand is Villegas Brothers is going to be more of kind of like the behind the scenes, day-to-day, who we are, what we stand for, our values. What we do,
what works, providing
value, knowledge. People in that industry, like if you want to build this thing, we've already like gone through it, and this is what we learned, sharing it.
Yeah, because one of the things that at least for me, like on a daily, not on a daily basis, but as as weeks pass, like I do see like a lot of situations where people are kind of like, even online and social media, like people feel bad for them, like, and maybe it's the right wording and whatnot, but a lot of struggle, and I feel like we've been there.
Yeah,
and I think we've lived that, like not feeling bad for ourselves, but 10, 12, 14, 15 years of just living through like experiencing things and seeing what's working.
Yep.
The mentality that the mentality that is needed to be built in order to get somewhere where you want to be, the things that you need to do.
Yep.
The things that you should start doing, the things you need to stop doing, focuses. Like there's a lot of things that I feel like if we can share that to people and actually people implement it, it would completely change their way of being in their life.
Yeah, because for us, one of the things is that we're Mexican, we're Hispanic, and we don't see a lot of business owners sharing that like for free. I know they want something, not that they want something out of it, but they want courses. They offer courses, they offer one-on-one mentorships, which I understand. You gotta, if you're gonna, take time out of your schedule to help someone one-on-one, I understand that, completely understand. But pretty much we just want to do it because we've been there. Like, we know how it feels. Like, if, at least for me, I would have liked someone to help me, to guide me. Like, this is what I want to do. Like, oh, this guy has already been there, pretty much just guiding us, teaching us. We didn't have that.
Yep. And I feel like we have not that we're like anything major or anything big, but I think what we've been doing has been good. It's been working. The results have been there. My mom is retired. My dad doesn't have to worry. They don't have to worry about money. They're comfortable. We take care of our people, like not just working here, but like, for example, our own partners, our kids, and whatnot. So yeah, I think we're in a okay place. We're in a okay place, but I know we're reaching for more, and I feel like with what we say and what we provide, the value that we tell people, I think it can go a long way for a lot of people. Because like at the beginning, we didn't know where to start.
No,
we joined WFG, then we worked at jobs, then we try to work at we try to start like a business that it was very high capital, like buying inventory, reselling it. And so, but I think through that we learned a lot, and I feel like we could shorten the path for a lot of people.
100%. And just because some of the things is like, I look at these people, like they inspire me, like the people ahead of us. And so hopefully 100%. Instead of just not being stuck, but doing something they don't like because they don't know any other way. Because if we didn't like get introduced to the higher level of thinking through WFG, I don't know where we would be at. And so pretty much doing the short form to reach as many people as possible, because if it gets just one person, the right person, it could completely change their life. I'm not saying that that's our goal to like change people's life, but pretty much just like help them, guide people.
Because we, at least from our experience and what we've been doing, we know what is gonna work or what has worked. At the very least, what has worked. And I feel like we could definitely provide that to people, with just because I've just no real, maybe the intention in the future, long term, maybe like, hey, we have our brand of films, you get your, just different, like maybe at some point, hey, trust this, we trust this, and build that reputation to where we say, this is a good thing, or this is a good film, or this is a good company, or we work with this company, have that reputation, be like, fuck, like Mark Lobliner. That's why MTS only and Tiger Fitness. MTS, even though Amazon, there's probably some on Amazon. But
so that's with the personal brand. It's more of we don't even expect like immediate sales or immediate return on that, and we don't want it. It's not that we don't want it, but it's like, it's just like to help, I guess, more than it, to share our experience, and hopefully someone could get something out of it.
And even in the long term, because like for Bogartic is different than the personal brand. I guess the goal. But even like, let's say in the like 5-10 years, like I feel like even as long as we're just providing value to people and it's actually helping, I think that's more than worth it. And I probably that sounds cliche, but I know that what we can accomplish on our own is nothing compared to what like a lot of people can accomplish, because I know with what our values are, like trying to help to our best ability of people, like for example, like not donating money, but like even when you say round up, doing that, or for example, just different things like giving people food when or for example, like someone selling flowers when they have their baby on the back of their is carrying them, buying for them, like giving the people the ability to do that. I know they're that, I mean, and it sounds cliche, but I mean like the like there's not a real monetary immediate, even in probably in the long term, expectations that need to happen for the Villegas brothers.
No, So that's on that. And then I know for the company, Bogartic Designs, it's
Mm-hmm.
more of the immediate. I know there's certain expenses that are being incurred. And I guess it's just, business. It's just the facts and reality is there's some costs with that are being incurred, having a media team. Because one of the things I keep telling you is everyone else is pulling their weight when it comes to generating sales or preventing loss of sales. So on the back end, customer service, HR, preventing, losses, preventing a lot more returns. And then on the fulfillments, the production, being able to get the orders out to the customers. Because if we don't do that, then refunds.
Yep.
And then on the design team, actually coming out with new products to offer more products to reach more people. So everyone else is pulling their weight. Now it's time for the media team to pull up their weight, which is why for the Bogartic Designs, it's more of immediate sales to stop. First, the goal is to stop the bleeding of the investment.
And then I know when you say immediate, it's not like they're hired now. On Tuesday, we expect a lot of results.
Yeah, no.
When you say immediate, it's more like, probably like weeks to a couple months.
Yeah, because we do have conversions of sales with social media.
Yep.
And that's just on the installation videos.
And with not a lot of effort. And also on TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok, surprisingly. But I know like with... I know that should improve.
Yeah. And so pretty much now we're going to have a clear focus now instead of just making videos because it pretty much we were, killing two birds with one stone. So I know we were doing the installs and, might as well just do a small short form content because we can and because we like it. So instead of doing that, now it's going to be more focused, more strategic. Okay, this is what we're trying to offer, which right now we're going to be focused more on the window tints. Because universally, that's what people can buy the most of.
Yeah, and that's one thing. Yeah, yep.
So right now we're going to be focusing our content strategy for window tints. And so we have results right now. So it's just, being more intentional with what we make and how we present it. Because we also don't want to be salesy or pushy to people like in the content. Buy this stuff. We wanted to kind of like, damn, that looks sick on that car. Like, I want it for my car. All the benefits that the window tints you guys offer, I want it for me. And then they buy it. So it's more of the immediate sales. Yeah. And, we have certain goals. And that's where I think that I'm struggling is I know the goals we want to hit. But now it's just having clear metrics. So, for example, we have, and this is an example number. We have a goal of $10,000 a month in sales from social media.
Right.
How do we get to 10,000? Well, we need, 10,000 people to go on the website, or, to buy. Well, how do we get those 10,000 people to buy or to check out? Well, we need like maybe an example, 100,000 people going to the website. Because you know how there's funnels and conversions?
Yeah.
How do we get those 100,000 people to go to the website? Well, we need these many people to click on the Instagram links. How do we get that? Well, we get X amount of people to view the videos. So those are like the things I'm struggling in because, I don't want to just, say a number to say a number. I want, goals that are going to be achievable, that are going to be, that the media team are going to be able to achieve. So that's pretty much where I'm struggling at right now. Pretty much just the metrics and what to track. Do we track views? Do we track reach? Do we track likes, follows? What do we track? And that's more for the Bogartic Designs.
Right.
So, but like pretty much we have clear goals. It's just the metrics that need, a little more, they need to be defined. And at the same time to hold everyone accountable.
Yeah. Because I think that's one thing that we learned. That's one thing that we learned. Accountability is extremely important. Like extremely important. Because without accountability right now, at the size that we are, I think we will have quite a bit more people. Yeah. Probably 3-4 more people.
Yep.
Because I know the answer is not always, we need someone else. We need to get someone else. I know that through accountability, we reach that very, very efficient effectiveness and how we operate.
100%.
But yeah. So a lot of updates, more with the media, and business in general. But with the media, there's a lot of updates, there's a lot of changes, and so people can expect more short format content. So, like for example, on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. Yep. And are those the 3 platforms that we're focused on? Because I know there's other platforms like
like Snapchat
and these other ones.
Yeah, but I know at least right now our biggest conversions on short form is TikTok with TikTok Shop, and I mean, we're already doing content, so let's post it and let's kind of like adjust it for each platform. So if we're doing content for TikTok, let's adjust it for Instagram and YouTube short.
Mm-hmm.
And the one where we're getting our most results for long format, which is, 5 to 10 minutes, 5 to 15 minutes, is on YouTube for the installation videos. Because, you go to YouTube, like if you need help how to change, I don't know, a battery from your car, go to YouTube.
Yep.
So pretty much present the products in a way to people, where people want to purchase it, to where they want to relate the company to it's not just another company. Show a little bit more of the people, show a little bit more of like behind the scenes. Kind of like with those vlogs for these companies. I don't know if you know like Dona Media or...
Yeah, Dona Media.
Yeah, like kind of like a little bit of that type of content, but still focusing on the sales.
Right.
Just the presentation is going to have to be non-salesy.
Right. Well, yeah, I know that I forgot. So people can expect definitely more shorts at the beginning.
Yep.
For both Bogartic Designs and the Villegas Brothers brand. And then I know, probably the long format, and then from that it'll expand. So people can expect more, to see more.
100%.
Probably like in their feed. So the expectations are like probably like they could expect that.
Yep.
Which, hopefully we provide a lot of value both on the Bogartic Designs, providing just good products to whoever needs them. And then also on the Villegas Brothers, just providing the value, just providing, giving people value.
Yeah, which is different from the Driven podcast.
Which is different from the Driven podcast. And so is there something that people should expect with the Driven podcast?
Yeah, so once everything gets settled, because I know the creative director is going to be handling the creativeness, using everyone's talent within the media team to get the most out of everyone. So once he's more established, once he settles into the role, because right now, I know a lot of the time is, for myself, working with him to kind of like building that foundation. Yeah. Working together. Once it settles down, pretty much all we would be focused on, mostly myself, is just creating content. More podcast, more short form content, more maybe like interviews for the Villegas Brothers, because there's different things that I want to do for the Villegas Brothers. More kind of like an interactive, maybe we go to like, if we're working in this industry, we go to a wrap shop, we interview the business owner, we see, what they're working on. The Driven podcast is more of kind of like right now. And, in the future, definitely bring on guests, business owners, people in different industries. So that's the goal with the podcast. So after those two are built, the next focus is going all in on Driven podcast, trying to make the best content for Driven podcast.
Okay. So people in general should just expect more, little by little, and then they should expect seeing our face more. And then also probably like companies.
Companies.
More.
Yeah, and then we have a fourth one, which I know is still in the works, but that's down the line.
The fourth one, and do you have can you give people a sneak peek or?
Yeah, the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much one of the things we do want to offer is the roles that we work with, because
okay, so
that
Shield Me.
Okay. Yeah. So Shield Me is a work in progress. I know first we have to build the foundation for each, because again, it's kind of like we can't lose focus. So which 100% we're focusing on only two things right now, only two brands. Once we dial it in, then we're gonna move on to Driven Podcast. Once we dial that one in, then the Shield Me.
Yeah. So people should expect a lot more.
Yeah, 100%. So long-term play. Yeah. So yeah. Exciting stuff.
Yeah, so lots of exciting stuff. And so I mean, that's pretty much our update since the last time we updated. Yep. Which was, I think, the end of the first quarter. Yep. But a lot of things are happening. A lot of good things are happening.
Yeah, because right now it's May 11th.
May 11th. So I want to see where we're at the end of the year. In a year from now, 2 years from now. Yeah. It's gonna...
Yeah, because right now there's no excuses, because now we have 5 people on media. Yeah. Instead of just one.
And no one can hide. I know before it was more like I'm just doing to do it. Yep. But now it's more intentional. Yep. It's more intentional. Yep. Yeah, a lot of good things. Yep. I think people should expect a lot of good things just for us and the companies that we work with and are in. Just providing a lot of just value, good products, and that's the goal. Yep. But yeah, with that, I mean, that was a good update. I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else, Optina? No. Yeah. Well, this has been another episode of Driven. My name is Juan.
My name is Alexis.
And we'll see you on the next one.